Planet Vero Studios, brought to you by Evergreen Media, creating cohesive marketing campaigns. Evergreen Media in Vero Beach.
Treasure Coast Connector, connecting residents and businesses of the Treasure Coast. And here's your host, Ellen Contreras.
Well, welcome to Treasure Coast Connector. I'm your host, Ellen Contreras. Treasure Coast Connector is the talk show and online forum putting a spotlight on interesting local businesses and resources and then connecting them to you, the consumers in the community. Everyone has an interesting story of why they do what they do. When we learn about what's happening in our own backyard and support local businesses, it strengthens our local economy. For details on the show, links to promos, discounts, past interviews, visit www.tcconnector.com. Joining me in the studio today is a longtime Vero Beach resident who is known and loved by many all over the Treasure Coast. Micky Decker has been in the banking industry for a long time, but then she wanted to transition into health insurance. And she became a trusted advisor and an award-winning agent for Florida Blue through a Better Solution Insurance. Micky Decker is also co-owner of Vero Beach Pressure Washing with her son Kyle. And if that's not enough, she's also a realtor and a Legal Shield representative. So Micky Decker has a lot to share with us for the help of our health and home. So welcome to the show.
Hi, Ellen. Thank you for having me today.
Yeah. You've been on the show. This is like 3.5 years in for me, and I think you were on like the very first year. And I'm glad to have you back, and I'm glad I got through the intro because you've added a bunch of stuff. So apparently you have figured out the secret of having 36 hours in a 24-hour day.
Well, sometimes I have, sometimes I haven't.
So I want to know that secret. You'll share that with me off the air. But, you have been in Vero Beach since the 70s. So basically you've grown up here and you know the Treasure Coast very well. And you loved banking, but then you wanted another challenge. And that's what a lot of people do sometimes. And there were a lot of, I guess, transferable skills that you had for understanding the banking world that made it really easy for you for insurance. But why did you want to go into the insurance industry?
Well, my heart and passion is helping people. And I did that a lot in banking. And leaving banking, unfortunately, wasn't my choice. But, God has a plan for all of us. And we don't always understand that until we look back. Mm-hmm. And I was invited by Chrissy Burney to come on board at a Better Solutions, and so I did, and it's the best choice that I've made.
Yeah, and everybody loves and knows Chrissy Burney too. Yeah. So, well, very good. Now, health insurance for a lot of us is hard to understand, and it seems to be like new things are coming out and new laws happen and come out every year. So what I'd like to do is talk about what's happening in 2023 as it relates to business owners for health insurance and individuals that are 65 and younger.
Well, one thing that has come out this year is called through the Obamacare marketplace insurance is the family glitch. And so those who have insurance through their employer, adding on their family can be quite costly.
Oh, yes, that is true.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So we have a formulary that we can figure out their household income, find out what the lowest cost family plan is, and see if that plan is not affordable, then we can get the family, not the employee, not the family member that has the insurance, but all the other family members, get them a subsidy through marketplace and be able to get them hopefully affordable insurance. But we can always price it out and make sure that it is. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. But that is one way the family can get insurance is through the family glitch.
Okay. All right. Well, very good. And so you work with business owners. Let's talk about that very quickly. So whether a business owner, because some business owners for a long time haven't been offering health insurance because of the Obamacare, the Affordable Care Act. But whether it's a small business owner, medium or large, you can actually help them with their plans.
Yeah, if they have members of at least 4 on their payroll that wants to see about getting insurance, we can do that. And it could be a savings to the business owner. Mm-hmm. There are several different ways they can do it. They can pay partial part of their premium. They could pay all of their premium. It just really depends on what the cost is, but we always can give free consultations and pricing on that. We also, another thing a employer can do that may not be health insurance, it could be like for accident insurance, dental, vision, life insurance, because those things are less expensive when you have a group.
Right.
And so that still keeps the employer giving benefits to their employees and could help them retain employees better.
To attract and retain, to have a nice, compensation plan. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So very good. And then, a lot of people are, self-employed. And we have a lot of people moving into the area that are self-employed. So that's another area of expertise for you. Because, when somebody makes that transition, they're leaving the corporate world, but they're not 65. And it's like, what do I do?
Yeah, well, we help them there too. Mm-hmm. We find out what their adjusted gross income would be. It's projected for the year that we're getting the insurance. So for 2023, what their household income is projected to be, and see if we can get them a subsidy. For the most part, we can. The subsidies have been expanded so much. It's all, I kind of say it's off the chart.
Well, very good. Pun intended, because you work with insurance charts all the time.
I do.
We love puns here on this show. Cindy actually dares me on every show. Are you going to do a pun? You going to make it funny for me? You see, Micky did it. Cindy's very happy. Very good. But all kidding aside, I have my insurance through you, and I came to you, and I'm like, I don't know what to do, and everybody's different, so somebody will come to you, and unfortunately they may have, some pre-existing conditions and medications that they're taking. And then others, thankfully, I'll just knock wood as I say this, I don't have any of that, but it still is daunting to try to figure out.
Well, we always check that. We check, what their medications are, make sure their doctors are in network, because the network that we usually use is the Blue Select, and that is a smaller network for Indian River County, but it's a good network, and it is a PPO. But we always, that's one thing I pride myself in, is making sure that we check their medications, their doctors, and just make sure that it's all covered. And, just helping people, giving them that peace of mind that they are covered, and they do have, coverage in the event that something catastrophic happens.
Yeah, and that's what I want. I want that insurance there, but I don't ever want to have to use it.
Right.
Yes, you have to visit the doctor for an annual checkup, but I'm talking about, I don't want to always have to whip out my card every other month because something has happened. But it's nice to know that it's there. But it's a good segue what you brought up, because as people are hitting 65, don't wait until you hit 65. Come to you a few months before that, right?
Yes, please.
Yeah, because that's another thing is, Medicare Advantage plans had like a little bit of a bad rap, but they've made improvements with those plans. So when someone is maybe 4 months out from 65?
I would say anywhere from 6 to 3 months.
Okay.
3 to 6 months.
3 to 6 months.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So they come to you, and then that way you can kind of, you love to like dig into that person's background in terms of, what medicines that they're on and stuff. And then you can help them figure out Advantage or a supplement. And that's what I like about you, because there's a lot of agents. I'm also from New York. And, and sometimes in these bigger cities, it's just churning. They're just trying to get their commissions. They don't really think about the person, but we're in a small town and everybody knows you and loves you and wants to work with you because you're either going to validate that what they have is okay, but when they're transitioning, especially to Social Security, you like
transitioning, if they're currently working and they have employer insurance and they're turning 65, they don't need to actually sign up for Medicare. Medicare A is automatically given to them.
Mm-hmm.
Part B is there's an expense to it every month. So if they have employer insurance, they can check with their employer to see if they can stay on their employer plan. But once they get off or want to retire, I can help them with that.
Mm-hmm.
And also those that are turning 65, I can help them navigate through signing up for Medicare and what it's all about and what plans are out there. Some may want the supplement plan. Some may want the Advantage plan. It just really depends on that person, but I try to educate them the best possible way that I can to where they can understand it, because Medicare is so complicated. And people think, okay, I'm getting on Medicare, I'm going to be saving money. That's not always the case.
Yeah, not always. However, in my husband's example, when he was transitioning to Medicare, he hadn't even had an operation at that point in his entire life. But that little gut feeling that I had said, go with a supplement. Then he had some cardiac issues. And I've spoken about this on the show. So if we didn't go for that supplement, I feel like we're saving money, even though we're spending it every month for that insurance.
With the supplement plan, you are paying every month, regardless if you go to the doctors or not. But you have the convenience of not having a network of doctors and hospitals, and then having that separate drug plan. And with the Advantage plan, you do not have, you do have a network of doctors and hospitals. You have co-pays when going to the doctors and hospitals, but you don't, you only pay if you go.
Right. And
then you do have a stop loss of for Indian River County, it's $36.50.
Okay.
I've putting in a segue there about Advantage plans, there's a lot of bait and switch out there. The things that people see on TV, you can get money back and HMOs and all that. And for some people, it's very enticing. And some people, are okay with HMOs and to be able to get money back. But in some incidents, you could be compromising the quality of health care you get versus all the free stuff you get on a plan.
And that's what I like about you, because you're going to ask people, and we're going to take a break in like 30 seconds. But what I wanted to have people understand about you is that you actually will look at what's happened to them health-wise, what are their current conditions, what are their medications. So you give them all of the plan options, but then you're also checking their doctors and their medicines to make sure that what they're selecting is actually going to be beneficial, because not every agent does that.
No.
And that's why you're sitting here, because I want everyone to know how you operate.
Thank
Micky
you.
Decker. Absolutely. And with that, we're going to take a quick commercial break, but Micky has a lot more to share. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Create your restful retreat and save 50% now on all Tommy Bahama and Lexington Home during our winter sale and President's Day event now through February 28th at Sunshine Furniture. Sophisticated looks with a mix of contemporary, coastal, and Caribbean styles, Tommy Bahama Home offers everything you need for your personal paradise. At Sunshine Furniture, we have the largest selection of in-stock coastal and casual sofas, love seats, chairs, slipcover sofas, bedroom, dining, and occasional furniture from Four Seasons, Capri, Best, Barcalounger, Hooker, Universal, and more. We're the outdoor furniture experts and have anything you need for your patio or lanai, including a gallery of Lloyd Flanders, Berlin Garden, Woodard, Hollywood, Brown Jordan, Windward, and Kingsley Bate. Sunshine Furniture, 1295 US 1 in Vero Beach next to Planet Fitness. Family owned and operated since 1991. Visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com and don't forget to visit our outlet and sales store directly across the street.
Sunshine Furniture.
Waves Auto Spa, known as Vero's fastest and finest. A car wash known for their quality equipment and attention to detail by a friendly and courteous staff. Waves offers soft cloth technology, and a top-notch detail center will help preserve the value of your car. Waves now offers windshield chip repair, and in most cases, it doesn't cost you a dime. Spend less time and get a better quality experience for you and your car at Waves Auto Spa, US 1 Vero Beach, across from Kmart Plaza. Open 7 days a week.
At Compass Pest Control, we focus on killing pests where they live and breed by terminating them outside your home or office before they can get in. Hi, I'm Chris Hudman, co-owner of Compass Pest Control. We prevent roaches, ants, and other pests from getting inside with a proactive approach. We don't stop there. We also offer lawn and plant health programs. And we'll never sell you something you don't need. At Compass Pest Control, our prices are competitive. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Get a free estimate. Visit compasspests.com.
Welcome back to Treasure Coast Connector. I'm your host, Ellen Contreras, and I've been chatting with Micky Decker, and we've been having a great conversation about insurance because you are in this world. This is your world 24/7, 7 days a week. Even when you're not working, you're thinking about, she dreams about insurance.
I get phone calls all the time.
Yeah, but don't call Micky after, 8 o'clock? Give you a break, Micky. Just give her a break. As a matter of fact, for those that, this is actually good, we should have done this in the first half. For those that are watching, they get to see the graphics. Okay. But for those that are listening on iHeartRadio and the 8 podcasts now, Micky, since the last time you were on the show. Yes. How do they connect with you?
Well, they can call me at 772-532-4074. You can please leave a message. If I don't answer, I'll definitely call you back.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Or Micky at abettersolutionins.com.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Okay. So I wanted to focus the second half of the show on the other businesses, but we started and then we had to take a commercial break. Is you were mentioning about the Medicare Advantage plans, and sometimes there's a bait and switch. You sponsored Coffee with the Vero Beach Mayor for January for a Better Solution Insurance. A gentleman brought up a very good question that you answered beautifully there. And it was something I was thinking about based on these commercials. And I'm going to look at the terms Medicare Flex Card or Elderly Spend Card. There are these commercials. Get your medical insurance, but we'll give you a grocery card. We're going to give you a card that has all these other benefits. I've been hearing a lot of bad things about that from articles, news articles, that this is too good to be true.
Well, no, there are plans out there, but again, you have to make sure that your doctors take them. The doctor I went to for my annual checkup, because I'm on Medicare, if I can say that, she asked me about the plans that do accept, things where you can get groceries or free car rides and all that. Mm-hmm. She was stating that, some people are taking that over the quality of health care they're going to receive from their doctor.
Oh, they're focusing on the other benefits.
On the other benefits, because their doctor may not take it, or, the networks are not always that good. Mm-hmm. There are HMOs, which are okay, but then I don't want to have to, for myself, I don't want to have a referral to another doctor
that you don't know.
That I don't know. Or, if I want to go to a primary care, I'll go to one that's in network, or if I need to go to a specialist, I'll go to a specialist. Okay. I may need a referral for that specialist in the event that the specialist has a long waiting list, but my doctor wants me to see that doctor. Mm-hmm. That's when I would need a referral on my PPO, because you can get in sooner because you're getting a referral from your primary care or from another doctor. But on a PPO, you do not need a referral per se to go to another doctor. And that's the difference between a HMO and PPO. Plus an HMO, some of them you do not have out-of-network coverage for the most part. And with Florida Blue, you do. You can have out-of-network coverage or out-of-state coverage as well. And if you are out-of-network, you still only pay 47% of the Medicare allowable amount.
And that's good, especially for people who travel. you know, and visit family or take cruises or whatever.
And-
God forbid they get sick.
And I'll check their doctors if they go to North Carolina or to New York or something for the summertime, and see if what hospitals and doctors are in network in their area.
And that's another reason why to use Micky Decker. But in all seriousness, that's why the agents like you that are going to ask all these questions, I want people that are out there listening that think, wow, I spoke with someone at whatever company and they didn't ask me these questions. Yeah, well, now you can call Micky.
That's right.
Yeah, absolutely. So now, David, your son, okay, he is lighting the world on fire when it comes to real estate, but he started Vero Beach pressure washing, then got a wee bit busy. And then he said to you and his brother, your son Kyle, how about you take this over, right? So Vero Beach pressure washing. And I've seen the before and after pictures of these gorgeous homes. So what are some of the services that you offer in the area of coverage?
Well, on Vero Beach pressure washing, David always goes top notch on everything. So he did a phenomenal job in getting the business going and off to a great
Beautiful
start.
Equipment and
and we're maintaining that, and Kyle is doing a fantastic job in running that. But we do soft wash. We'll do we can do cedar roofs. Those who have cedar roofs, we can do those. We do pavers, patios,
driveways,
pool enclosures. I mean, high-end houses to
just everyday house like I live in.
Yeah.
Okay. And what area do you cover?
All areas. We go.
Okay.
We'll even do commercial buildings.
Okay, so residential and commercial. And how far north? Because we're in Indian River County.
Maybe Palm Bay.
Okay, so Palm Bay down to
Port St. Lucie. We did some business down there. Can't remember what it was, but it was down in Port St. Lucie.
Okay.
And
well, very good. So that's a pretty good, territory.
And we're doing
to
a
cover.
job out in Fellsmere this week. So
Well,
we'll go wherever we need to go.
Very nice. And it's Vero Wash.
Vero Beach pressure washing.
But the URL, the website, verowash.com.
Verowash.com.
Yeah, Cindy's going to put up that graphic for us to. Yeah, so it's 772-532-1175, verowash.com. Okay, very good. Now, another thing is that you have a nice team of people, but every now and then, sometimes you are looking for people. So so for those that are listening, they can go to the website and they can call the number. But when you do have openings, it's usually for the technicians.
Right. Yes. Okay. Yeah. We're always looking for help.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what if someone has never done that job before in a professional capacity, but they have a pressure washer at home and they've done, like a young kid that's done stuff at home? Do they have those transferable skills that you'll train?
Well, we prefer that.
Oh, good. Okay, good. Okay.
We'd like to train them the way we would want them to be. I would say Kyle would like to train them.
Okay.
The way he would like them to be.
Okay.
Because some, have their own habits and may not be the ones that we want in our.
Absolutely. We have 1 minute left. I cannot believe that. So you are also a realtor with Dale Sorensen Real Estate. I want everybody to know that. And Legal Shield. So for the businesses and individuals, Legal Shield also you represent as well.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
So since you do so much, we had so much to talk about. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And for those that are listening and watching, my name is Ellen, host of Treasure Coast Connector. I hope you have a safe, wonderful, productive week. Until next week, I miss you already.